They told him his time was over. At 65, he had lost almost everything he had spent decades building. A business that defined him failed spectacularly. Savings he had painstakingly accumulated vanished overnight, and the dreams he had nurtured for half a century seemed shattered beyond repair. Friends and associates who once encouraged him drifted away, leaving him in the quiet solitude of reflection. Most people in his position would have surrendered. Most would have told themselves, "It's too late. My best days are behind me. My opportunities are gone." But he didn't. Somewhere deep inside, a quiet, insistent voice whispered that this was not the end, that failure was not a verdict, and that life still held possibilities for those brave enough to seize them. The first step was terrifying. The weight of past mistakes pressed down on him, reminding him of every missed opportunity, every miscalculation, every decision that had led him here. And yet, he chose to rise, not with the brash energy of youth, but with the calm, deliberate patience that only decades of experience can cultivate. He realized that failure is a teacher disguised in hardship. It does not punish, it instructs. It strips away illusions and forces clarity. It shows what is essential and what is superfluous. He began small, one deliberate action at a time. At first, the world remained indifferent. Doors seemed firmly closed. People doubted him, silently or openly. Opportunities appeared scarce, but persistence has a way of shifting tides. Day after day, he showed up. He read, learned, reached out to old contacts, practiced skills, tested ideas, and refined his strategies. Slowly, imperceptibly, momentum began to build. What most people see as defeat, he recognized as a beginning. Life does not measure potential by age. The human spirit, when exercised with courage and consistency, transcends circumstance. At 65, he had wisdom as an ally. He understood priorities, he acted with intention, and he had the patience to see results emerge over time. Unlike youth, which often rushes impulsively, he moved deliberately. Every action had purpose. Every choice was measured. Every effort was aligned with a vision he had only recently clarified through reflection. He embraced the lessons of failure. Each disappointment became insight. Each closed door, a guide toward a better path. Each past mistake, a teacher. And slowly, the pieces began to fall into place. Doors that had seemed permanently closed began to open. Opportunities appeared in unexpected places. People noticed his resilience, his focus, his unwavering commitment to rise again. And through it all, he discovered something far more powerful than money or recognition. Inner strength, clarity of purpose, and the joy of knowing he could rise regardless of age or circumstance. He became living proof that age does not limit potential, that past mistakes do not define the future, and that failure is never permanent. Every setback is a stepping stone, every mistake a lesson, every moment of despair a teacher. He learned that small, consistent actions compound into momentum that no force can halt. Each day he chose courage over comfort, learning over stagnation, action over hesitation. He visualized the life he wanted and moved toward it with unwavering determination. Age, he realized, is an asset. Experience provides clarity, patience, perspective, and the ability to navigate challenges with strategic precision. What others see as obstacles, he began to see as opportunities. He found mentors where he least expected them, discovered lessons in failure. He unearthed inspiration in setbacks. The life he thought was over was now transforming into something richer, deeper, and more meaningful than he had imagined. Failure at 65, once a source of despair, became the catalyst for his greatest transformation. It stripped away what was unnecessary, forced him to confront truths he had long avoided, and revealed the inner strength he had never known existed. And this lesson is not just his. It belongs to everyone willing to act, to rise, to persist, and to begin again. No matter your age, no matter your past, no matter your failures, you can start today. You can grow, you can rebuild, you can transform. Every step, no matter how small, creates momentum. Every action compounds into results. Each moment of courage strengthens your spirit and brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. There will be doubts, moments of despair, setbacks, and failures. that is inevitable. But each challenge is also an opportunity, each difficulty a teacher, each failure a guide. The difference lies not in circumstance, but in response. Rise, persist, and take consistent action, and life will respond. The human spirit is capable of more than most imagine, especially when tempered by experience, focus, and relentless perseverance. Failure at 65 made him stronger than ever, not because it ended his journey, but because it forced him to begin again, adapt, and rise. And the same is true for you. No matter your situation, no matter your age, no matter your past failures, you can choose to rise. You can rebuild. You can transform. The power lies within you. Begin now, act consistently, embrace lessons, persevere, and watch as your life reshapes itself into something extraordinary. The journey is yours to embrace. The strength is yours to claim. And it starts with the single choice to rise, today, no matter what. Because life is not waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is created by your decision to start. Too many people wait for everything to align. The right time, the right money, the right environment, the right support. But let me tell you, there is no such thing as the right time. There is only now. The moment you decide to act, that is when life begins to transform. Think of all the greats who started late, who faced setbacks, who looked at their circumstances and still chose to move forward. Colonel Sanders was rejected, and more than 1,000 times before he built his empire in his 60s. Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for decades. Before becoming a symbol of freedom and leadership, J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother before Harry Potter changed not only her life but millions of others. None of them had ideal conditions. None of them had everything figured out. But they began, they persevered, and they refused to let failure define them. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Failure is the foundation of success. It's the soil where resilience grows, where wisdom is cultivated, and where strength is forged. Every rejection, every loss, every mistake you make is preparing you for the version of yourself that can handle greatness. So when life knocks you down, don't see it as the end. See it as the beginning. Maybe you've been carrying the weight of regret. Maybe you feel like you're too old, too tired, too far behind to start over. But here's the truth. As long as you are alive, you are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You have this moment right now, and that is all you need to begin again. Every day you wake up is life's way of saying, here's another chance. Another chance to heal, another chance to grow, another chance to become who you were always meant to be. The only thing that separates those who rise from those who remain stuck is the decision to act. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. If you start today, consistently, quietly, faithfully, what will your life look like? How many habits will you have built? How much progress will you have made? How many doors will have opened? And now imagine if you don't start. If you keep waiting, if you let fear and doubt hold you back, where will you be? Still in the same place, still wishing, still regretting. Life rewards action. It's not just dreams, not just wishes, not just intentions, but action. Even the smallest step taken every single day compounds into something extraordinary. Reading 1 page, walking for 10 minutes, writing a few lines, making that one call, saving that small amount. These little actions, repeated with discipline, shape destinies. And yes, it will be hard. Yes, there will be days when you feel like giving up, when your progress feels invisible, when you wonder if it's worth it. But that is where strength is forged. The fire of consistency burns away weakness. The pain of discipline builds resilience. And the reward of perseverance is transformation. So rise above your excuses. Rise above your doubts. Rise above the voice that says you can't. Because you can. You always could. You only needed to believe it long enough to act on it. This is your life. No one else can live it for you. No one else can fight your battles, walk your path, or chase your dreams. It is up to you. The power has always been within you. You only need to unleash it. And when you do, when you take that first step and keep walking, no matter how small the progress feels, you will look back one day and realize that the life you once dreamed of is now the life you are living. So start. Start messy. Start afraid. Start uncertain, but start. Because the moment you do, you unlock doors you never thought possible. And with each step, you'll discover that you are stronger, braver, and more capable than you ever believed. Your future self is waiting for you. Don't keep them waiting any longer. Now, if you're ready to walk this journey with us, don't let it end here. Hit that subscribe button, join the StillRise family, and continue walking the path of growth in silence. Because your best chapter hasn't been written yet. Together, we'll write it.